Max Gradel back in the lineup for Ivory Coast. He was on the bench for the last game in favor of Nicolas Pepe. Pepe was far from impressive. Had the run of play in pretty much every stat category that mattered. But where they were lacking is on the scoreboard, and while Ivory Coast were outshot 17-7, one of their shots made it into goal, and that was indeed the difference there. Been waiting for this one. And here's Algeria's starting 11. As Jamel Belmadi looks to take his side into the Final Four. It's a 4-4-2. He made no changes to the side that started the first knockout game. He's only really changed his 11 in one game, and that was the final group game. Since then, it's been the same starting 11 for rounds 1, 2, and the first knockout stage. And there's the VAR room. This game will be over quick. Ethiopian match official waiting for the captains. Little trouble in this tournament, but Ivory Coast could cause them some problems. Here is Ibrahim Kamara's starting 11 for this match. He's made 2 changes to the side. Singare comes in the midfield, and Max Gradel is back in. Nicolas Pepe dropping to the bench for this one as he brings his side out in a 4-3-3. The back 5 stays as you would pretty much expect it. Suridi, the captain. And then you see the attack with Zaha, Hodja, and Gradel, who is the one coming in for Pepe.
And indeed, Bamlak Desema of Ethiopia gets us underway. It is proudly Algerian. The man who played all over France and indeed passed. There's Gradel out wide. A real chance here, and Borley nearly beaten for the first time in the game. Might have got something on this. It's eventually been knocked over the line by Jonathan Kodja. He looked a little casual on that, but he was gifted time. Got in a decent shot. Borley, I think, got something on this. But a glorious effort from Gradel early on. Indeed, Borley covering his goal so spectacularly well. Gets fingertips on it and denies Gradel a second in this. Now, Zaha breaking inside that 18-yard area. Tight angle here, tries for the cutback. Again missed out. Runner, his work rate is unquestionable. Here's Fagouli, runs onto it now. Algeria with a rare chance to have a go at the D'ivoire stage. It seems to be inspiring something. Speaking of inspiration, Kessie with an inspirational-looking run. City Premier League winning team. A handful of seasons ago now under Claudio Ranieri. Chip through. Algeria looking better here. Mahrez running onto this. Great space for himself and then fires wide. Brilliant from the Algerian captain, showing his class and ability again. A little run, creating space for himself almost effortlessly, takes the defender out of the equation, but then fails to hit the target. Both these sides guilty now of missing the target when they've had the chance to fire. Into a danger area here, Bunja off the chest. Battling hard, but this time the call will come in favour. He's got support in the form of Kodja. Zaha waiting at the back post. Zagari there as well, decided to go himself, and Borley successful challenges playing in his league. Great chance here, lovely square ball and nearly turned home. Colonel pounds the ground in frustration after that ball in from Bakayoko, unable to turn it around successfully. And again, Cote d'Ivoire missed the chance to find the opener and breach the Algerian defence for the first time in this. Delivery in, danger area, Kessie was there, but coaching Nottingham Forest. Some defensive work required here, cut back and a glorious chance! Algeria have the goal, Soufiane Fagouli scores again against Cote d'Ivoire. Not for the first time at the Africa Cup of Nations, Fagouli on the score sheet against Cote d'Ivoire. A brilliant strike from the Galatasaray man, and the celebrations for Algeria, who have now scored 10 unanswered goals in this tournament. They absorbed some early pressure against Cote d'Ivoire, but they take the lead just beyond the 20-minute mark here. Wonderful work, Benzbaini into a pocket, 3 defenders around Fagouli. He still manages to fake from his man now, looking to set up Attal on the run. That's a little too heavy potentially from Attal, goes down, nothing wrong, says the referee, but out for the corner it goes. 25 minutes down, and Canon Traore under pressure here. Nobody will ever question Bunja's work ethic, running ability. He's waiting in the area for that cutback to come. Bowo trying to close down the angle As Attal potentially had the beating of Cano, who did well to recover. A little bit of a Nice in France. Make his way off, and Mehdi Sefan is on in his place. With the decision that both bore some responsibility and are cautioned. Neither one was cautioned in the previous round, so neither will miss their next match should their respective team advance. So Vince Bainey, chance here for Cote d'Ivoire. Again, proving industrious. Might it spill free inside the 18-yard area eventually? Comes forward here. Ivorians looking for a leveling goal and another chance. Sangare looking to meet the delivery of his club captain. Curling ball in. Borley will come out and claim. Well, they get into chances here, Cote d'Ivoire. Algeria once again. Scored a 3-1 win in their last Africa Cup of Nations meeting. Oria is injured, and Bagayoko has picked up a yellow card here. Really grabbing the jersey of Bagayoko. Figoli, Gideora, Mahrez in possession though, looks to go himself. Creates an opportunity again, sits up for... Great chance here, Gradel, little space, snapshot! It was powerful. It was a run. Bunja's calling for the long ball forward, and Bowo, out of his area, is opted to come out and head that ball away. Ball in over the top, a little too far away from Bunja, and Bowo in South Africa, Rustenburg in 2013. Great opportunity here for Baghdad Bunja. Did he go down? Penalty straight away. But we're going to have a VAR check here. Less than 30 seconds into the second half. The referee has made a decision, but is going to check that, and I think that's going to be overruled. Baghdad Bunja anticipating just a little. Looks to score his second goal in this tournament, and into the crossbar and away. Algeria have that one-goal advantage, but Bunja spurns the opportunity to give Algeria a second goal from the penalty mark. Look to go straight down the centre, and the Ivorians feel that they are vindicated. Feeling that Bunja had deliberately tried to... Wunlo Koulibaly into the path here of Kodjia. Tight angle, takes a deflection, and out for the corner that goes. So Jonathan Kodjia applying pressure on the defence. Borley might have got a touch on that in the end. Either way, it was a flick over Mondi as well. Ball down cleanly enough into Figuli now, inside that 18-yard area, chipped toward the back post. Bunja from a tight angle in Bowo. Algeria leading by a goal to nil. Chance to make it 2, and that ball skips harmlessly through. Bunja standing in an offside position. Deliberately got out of the way of Bilaili's skipping effort. Bilaili among those who goes to stand over it, and Sangare is saying I took nothing but the ball. And two Algerian players flicked it out to Kodjia, who goes around the outside. Zaha and Kodjia, and now finally Algeria's defence has been breached. Jonathan Kodjia has Cote d'Ivoire back on level terms. 10 unanswered goals from Algeria, and Mboli's fine run of nearly 450 minutes without conceding in Algerian colours brought to an end as Kodjia has his second of the tournament. And Bunja's penalty miss now maybe proving costly. For the time being, Cote d'Ivoire back on level terms. Commitment from Zaha, and then Kodjia with a step inside of Ben Larmi, stayed on his feet, created the chance to shoot from just inside the area, and while Mboli got... Mahrez goes deep, players lining up, split opportunity here, and acrobatic attempt at a finish. Algeria 1. Through ball here, great chance, can he make up for the penalty miss? No, he can't. Baghdad Bunja being closed down by two defenders and a goalkeeper. Out for the corner it goes. Algeria maintain their pressure on the defence, but a perfectly timed delivery into a danger area. Sylvain Bunja running onto it is Mahrez, and that was on its way in were it not for the intervention of Bagayoko. Mamadou Bagayoko, a man who played 7 seasons. The closing left back Vince Bainey into space here. A real chance for Zaha to find his third in 3 matches. And somehow he's misdirected his efforts in almost terrifying fashion. Delivery superb. This is not about it, but this is about what's actually done. Long range here, and Bowo manages to parry that. France final against Paris Saint-Germain. Ben Sebaini just manages to tuck this in. 22-year-old from AC Milan, who manages to slot the ball comfortably into the back of the net. Keep Algeria in front in the penalty shootout, and he goes good. Very confident from the penalty stages. The left footer of Lyon strokes it with the outside of the boot in the game. A free kick that he narrowly missed. Oh, fires that confidently home. It is 5th Africa Cup of Nations. The 2015 winner is denied. From the penalty mark. No lack of experience in firing home successful penalties. Goes very good. Key member of Esperance's Champions League winning team in 2018. Up against Seredia, captain on the day. Into the woodwork, and Cote d'Ivoire are going